Hey, welcome to part 60, 5 more to go. So at WEO, make sure you hand in that last piece of cargo, get him to max rank, don't leave him at 4.9 like I've stupidly done. So at WEO, just going to check the shared locker while we're here. And we are going to go over to WFK next quickly. But I'm just going to put all my cargo in the truck ready for government base for afterwards. So yes, all my cargo for government base I'm putting in the truck. And now I'm just going to quickly beach jump over to WFK to West Fort Knott. Remember, we just took out all those enemies. So all these orders we left active will get loads of extra likes now. So WFK, I'm finally going to deliver these orders. So 310, 311, and I think it was 286. Going to deliver all them along with all that cargo I have. And hopefully it's going to push her above 12,500. Yes, you need 12,500 to max this facility. Yeah, that should get you more than you need. Look at that, I'm like 1,253 extra. So I got way more than what I needed. But if you didn't take out them enemies when them orders were active, you might not have got enough. That's why I had to hold them back. So of course I've done a lot of testing with this, and if I handed in them orders as soon as we got back here earlier, before we took out those enemies, we wouldn't have got enough. That's why I had to incorporate that enemy camp into it and just leave them on standby. Leave them active in the private locker until we come back around afterwards. So after maxing them, we're next going to warp to the music facility. Yeah, so back here, going to do the same with this one. Now we've got all those extra combat points. We're now going to hand in all those orders. So it's not too many, 292 and 275, but it will make a big enough difference to max him. So yes, now deliver these orders. As you can see, I got like an extra 800 likes just from holding them 2 orders back. And to max this guy, you need 5,200. I got just enough. Well, I had about 400 extra. Yeah, 5,200 to max this facility. So we've almost maxed them all that's left is government base. Oh, sorry, and animal shelter. We're going to go to animal shelter next. So once you've done this one, yes, next up is animal shelter. So beach jump over there. Yeah, we're going to be finishing off this video, by the way, with the Mr. Impossible final sub order. So get him to max as well. Yeah, maxing a lot of facilities in this one. I mean, we're not really doing much outside of that Mr. Impossible order. We're mainly just warping around and just handing in orders, which have been sitting there on standby, you know, while active. Right, so while here, now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and grab this order. So these orders are the ones we took on earlier, 314 and 315. We'll do this one first because it's closest and it's one we have not done yet. So just grab all these cargo for animal shelter. As you can see, there's 4 pieces and there's a lot of coral creatures around. So you get a lot of combat points for doing this. But we've already gotten combat points from when we knocked out all those enemies. So yes, just grab them orders and then go back to the cell shelter and hand it in. Now if you don't quite get enough likes, you can do the other order nearby. It's another fetch order, but it wants you to go in the opposite direction, and it's one we already did much earlier in the game. So you can do that one if you need to. I don't need to because I'm going to get enough likes. So later on I'm just going to cancel it. So yes, back here and deliver that order, guys. So 315. Look how many likes I get for this one just from them combat points. So if I show you my additional likes, look at that, an additional like 1,300 likes. So I've got almost, yeah, I would have only got about 200 likes if I didn't get all them extra kills. And animal shelter, so I got 9,600. You need 9,000 likes to max this facility. Yeah, 9,000 likes. So if you, like I say, if you didn't get enough, then go and do the other order nearby. Because it's already active when we knocked out all those enemies, we'll get loads of likes for that one as well. But of course, I do not need to do it. And all I'm doing now is just checking my orders currently are active. So you see that order 314, I can cancel that, and I can also cancel order 304. So yes, cancel those orders. Yeah, 304 and 314, providing you've maxed animal shelter and Rainbow Valley. Only cancel them, like I say, if you've maxed those facilities, because I don't need to do them orders no more. And yes, so I did have to reload this point earlier on, well, a bit later on. You don't see where I reload, but when I did reload, I actually forgot to cancel those orders. So you might see me cancel them same orders again a bit later on in the guide. Like I say, I've not really changed anything. I just had to reload that save, and I forgot to cancel the orders after reloading. Just let you know, if you see me do that again, cancel the same orders. So next up, yes, we're going to beach jump back to WEO. So while we're here, yeah, so make sure you've got all your cargo for government base in this truck. Yes, I'm just going to check again. So what normally happens is when you beach jump away, if you've got any cargo in your truck, it normally puts it into the private locker automatically for you. Yes, when you beach jump away, which is what the game does. So yes, just double check, make sure there's no cargo in the private locker for government base, and I'm going to drive over there. So this likely will not get government base to max. So we're going to have to do one order. And this is what road looks like, by the way, when it's upgraded to, I think, level 2 or 3. So it makes it so you move a bit faster on the road. And it also gives you this kind of like little shelter, which shields you from timefall. Yeah, I didn't even touch this one. I think other players have upgraded it for me. But yeah, pretty cool how it looks. So yeah, government base. That order we took on earlier. Do you remember we came here, we took an order, we warped with the order on the DHV just so we could complete it quickly without too much trouble. So that leads to this order which was active. Remember, we came here, we took on an order, but we did not do it. So that order, you have to go and recover a piece of cargo in a nearby BT zone, and that particular order you can get like 500 combat points and also 500 stealth points. So the reason we took it on is so, again, all those eliminations we just did in the recent enemy camp, they're going to count towards that order as well. So it's going to allow us to get way more likes. But let's just see how much we've got at the moment. So to max this guy, yes, I've not wrote it down there. Yeah, so deliver that cargo. I'll just let you know how many you need. I think it's like, how many is it to need to max this guy? So government base, you need 5,500 likes. Yes, I'm still quite a way off yet. Yeah, 5,500 to max him.
Order completed. Well done.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to craft 3 PCC level 3, level 2. Yeah, 3 PCC level 2s. And I guess battle guitar, but you shouldn't really need it. So yeah, deliver all your cargo, craft 3 PCC 2s. That's it. You'll see why in a second. It's basically just so we can get back a bit quicker out of the BT zone. So once you've got them PCC 2s and you're ready to go, and back guitar, just in case you do want to knock out some BTs. This will be the watcher types, by the way. So if you do want to eliminate any, you're going to have to fully charge it with battle guitar and then shoot them. So I normally come over here near this river. I put down a zip line so I can get back quicker. Yes, just put down a zip line here near the river, a little bit further up the hill like I have. And then if there's not a catapult, put one down yourself. If there is, just use the one which has already been placed. And see that objective area? Yes, this is order 254, by the way. Yeah, order 254. Now you should just be able to reach it if you launch the catapult as fast away as it can. That's it. Try not to land on the cargo. So I'm not sure exactly, but I bet if you land on the cargo, it will damage it. Yes, land next to it. Grab it. It's a precious camera. Yes, I'm just going to put down a zip line before I grab it. Of course, make sure you curve it so it's going to reach other zip lines, more likely. That's it. Grab the cargo, guys, and then just walk back. The reason I'm doing this, yes, is so I avoid all the BTs. You do not want to get spotted because then you're going to lose that undetected bonus. Yeah, so fly back. Yeah, very quick to do this. And you're going to get like about 1,500 likes for this order. Yes, and then go back to the Vrit, and that should max government base, hopefully. If you've not maxed any of these facilities, guys, which I've done in the last few videos, don't worry too much. I'm not going to be coming back to them, I mean, except for WEO, because I forgot to hand in that final cargo. Yeah, I'm not going to be coming back, but if you didn't quite max any, you'll just have to do some extra orders yourself. Just grab any orders and just come back and do them. Right, so hopefully that'll give me what I need. Yeah, look how many extra likes I got there from the eliminations. Yeah, just enough. 5,500 and I got 5,695. So yes, I got 200 extra likes. So you can imagine, if I didn't get maximum combat points from that order, I would not off max this guy. So yes, that's all these max guys at this side of the map. So Mission Impossible next. Oh yes, sorry, and Metagenome Assist. But with Metagenome Assist, we can do a elimination order really quick. And yeah, that'll make it so we can max her out really quickly, guys. That elimination order will give a lot of likes. I guess I'm going to do Metagenome Assist a little bit later. I'll put it in the text guide as we did it now, but I guess I'm going to come back and do it later. So we're going to come over to this terminal. Yeah, going to Mission Impossible. We're going to take on that order. Remember this express order? We did it previously. Order 268. Yeah, we're now going to do it now quickly, guys. So order 268. So take it out. Yes, I'm going to quickly go and do this. So quickly go to Mission Impossible. Remember, we put down all those jump ramps. So use the same ramps again. Yes, the same ramps again. And now just quickly head over to Mission Impossible, guys. Yeah, so on some of my other saves, this was enough to get Mission Impossible up to 10,800 likes, which was enough to trigger his final sub-order, but it wasn't quite enough on this particular playthrough, so I had to do another order.
Get some air! Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did a recovery order nearby as well. I mean, it's not a really long order, the cargo is nearby, but yeah, that's another one which I had to do. Yeah, this one might be enough for you. Like I say, you have to get 10,800 likes to trigger his final sub-order. Yeah, hopefully this will be it. Right, so I'm going to deliver that cargo. Let's see how far off I am. So 10,800 likes is what he needs to max him. So, look at that. I'm like 157 likes off. Just one more piece lost cargo is all I needed, or just a few more eliminations on previous orders I brought in. If I knew I was going to be so close, I would have probably just took a bit more time on his previous orders, you know, got a few more eliminations. But it's not a big problem, it just means I've got to do one more order. Right, so once you handed that in, yeah, so we do this order here, order 599. Yeah, so order 599 is one we're going to do next. Yeah, I guess we're going to do Metagenome Assist in the next video then. Right, so order 599, take out coffin boards. We shouldn't need anything else. Okay, so jump on the coffin board, fly up the hill, grab that cargo from Mission Impossible, come back down and deliver it, and that should be him triggering his final sub order. Like I say, if you don't quite get enough likes even with this order, then just do another one. Just look for another order, come into Mission Impossible, guys, and do that one. Like I say, you need 10,800 to trigger his final sub order. Final sub order is really quick to do, it takes me 15 minutes. Yeah, especially if you use the DH3. The thing is with this final sub order, you don't really have to worry about your likes, because once you get enough likes to trigger it, I think he only needs like probably like one more like to push him into, you know, max rank, because he pretty much is max rank at that point. The game just locks it because it wants you to complete its final sub order. You just have to complete that before you can go max rank. So I think no matter how many likes you get on that final sub order, he's guaranteed to max. Yeah, no matter how many. So here they are, all these pieces of cargo I need for a sub order. So yes, we're going to quickly grab these and then fly back down the hill, guys, deliver them. And that's all we need.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Yep, so is that all four? I'm just trying to get back on the road so I can follow that back to Mission Impossible, get back there a bit quicker. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I was a bit disorientated then. Wasn't sure what way I was facing. But yeah, this is the way. So I need to go up the road in order to get closer to Mission Impossible. Yeah, so I can see some of this cargo has respawned. So that chronobiologist cargo, that XL, I think I did pick that earlier up in the game. As you can see, it's respawned. So yeah, some cargo just respawned as the same cargo as previously, but some will respawn as cargo for somebody else. It all just depends. Yeah, but this cargo is quite, sorry, not this cargo, this order coming is quite fun. The sub order 124. I mean, it can be very, very long to do or very quick, depends how you approach it. But if you want to eliminate enemies while you're doing it, yes, it's going to take a long time. But if you just go straight to the camp, grab the cargo and get out, yeah, it's very, very, very speedy to do. So yes, hand in that order, 599. I didn't get many likes, but it's just enough. 167, what a waste of an order. But yeah, I got 10,800, so I got 10 above what I needed. Yeah, cutting it close. But important thing is it's going to trigger his final sub order. So now, once you get that text where he mentions the ultimate mission, yes, he should have this order available. There's no need to trigger any SSS message, but yes, sub order 124. As you can see, you have 15 minutes to do this. Yeah, 15 minutes. So let's go. Yeah, so this is it. It's final sub order. It's currently active, guys. So we have to be quick. There's no, you can't extend this. If you do not do it within time, you automatically fail it. So first of all, we're going to beach jump to government base. Yeah, so government base first. Then we're going to come over to the governor. Yeah, we're going to take out coffin boards. Yeah, we are going to be doing a bit of warping with the bowler stun gun, by the way. So you're going to put a bowler stun gun on your tool rack, so when we do warp, it's going to go with us. Yeah, so I'm going to grab a coffin board. No need to take any cargo. Yeah, so back guitar, we do not need that. All you want is a bowler stun gun, guys, in your tool rack. So when we beach jump, it's going to go with you. Right, so you got your coffin board. Let's do it. So we're going to come over to this nearby mule camp. Basically, every single mule camp in the game, there's going to be a piece of cargo there for Mission Impossible. So you have to pay a visit back to every single mule camp. Right, let's come into this one first. In this one, the cargo is just sitting on the floor. So just be quick, hop in, grab your cargo, which you need, and get out. There it is, Mission Impossible 1 of 7. Get out straight away. As you can see as well, it's XL cargo. So you can't like get them all at once on the coffin boards, because you can only carry 4 XL cargo on your back at once. So we're going to have to like either take it all in the truck or just drop them all off in the DHV, guys, and then warp around. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Yes, it will get Magellan rank, but it's not going to matter because, like I say, you're guaranteed to max Mission Impossible after this order, no matter how bad you do, no matter how many likes you get. So DHV are going to transport it to WEO, or if you want, you can transport it to WFK. But I think WEO is a little bit closer to this mule camp than what WFK is. So yes, this mule camp next. This is one we took out all the enemies in. I think a few have respawned, not too many, or maybe none at all actually. But yes, so that's the next cargo for Mission Impossible. Yeah, most of these camps, the cargo is sitting on the floor, but one of them, the cargo will be on an enemy's back, and another one, the cargo will be back in the truck, guarded by a bunch of enemies. Yeah, so make sure you got a cargo for Mission Impossible. Make sure you grab the right one. It's very easy to grab some metals or ceramic XL and think you got a Mission Impossible cargo, guys, and then drive on. I've done it before. I mean, that one I just dropped, for example, I tried picking up the Mission Impossible cargo in one particular safe, and I grabbed it, drive away, and then realised I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the ceramic, so make sure you pick up the right cargo. They put quite a few similar looking ones together to try and confuse you, I guess. So yeah, and once you've got that second cargo, so over to DHV next, and now going to warp to Northern Environmental Observatory. Yeah, remember, once you warp with this cargo is going to get hit with a Magellan rank, but it does not matter. But of course, if you do want to get an S rank, of course, do not do this. It's completely up to you. But in terms of trophies, there's actually absolutely no benefit to getting an S rank on this mission. It's not like it gets you any more likes. If it does, it's probably only like 20 more. But again, it does not matter how many likes you get on this mission. So yes, warp to NEO. So we've got 2 pieces of the Mission Impossible cargo so far. Now I'm going to drop it on the floor. Yeah, so it's there in the, not Magellan, sorry, DHV, waiting for me. Or sorry, DHV Magellan. Yeah, so it's there waiting for me now. And when I transport that later, it will automatically get put in a private locker of the DHV. So no need to use the terminal, just drop it on the floor, and that's it. So this one next. So this one is an enemy in a watchtower holding the cargo, and it's on his back. So you're going to have to knock him out in some way. Yeah, try to find a better passing point than what I do here. I do normally pass a bit earlier. If you go too far along the road or along the river, you're going to get to all these rocks. But if you pass a bit earlier, there'll kind of be flat ground you can use to reach it. So yes, the watchtower. You can see over there, you can see the marker on the screen. So I'm only 4 minutes in at the moment, and I've almost got 3 pieces of cargo. So I was quite lucky then. I didn't expect for that to hit him, because the reticle wasn't even red. And I guess he was just right on the limit of the range. Or it just popped in as the projectile hit him. So yes, grab that cargo. So that's the 3rd Mission Impossible cargo. It's on his back. So back on your coffin bike, coffin board, and back to DHV. Yeah, so next up, we've got 2 mule camps. You've got one near Pizza Chef and the other one between Hartman and the Architect. So we've got them 2 camps next. Yeah, so if you do knock out any enemies during this mission, of course, you will get more combat points. I'm not sure exactly the limit of combat points you can get. I mean, I've not actually tested it just because there's no need to. But yeah, I wonder if you can get like thousands of extra points for this one, just because you enter so many mule camps. Or if it does like limits you at like 600, which seems to be the highest amount of combat points you can get from any one order. We'll see. Normally you can tell by the undetected, but of course I'm not going to get undetected points for this order. I don't think anyway. So yeah, back in DHV. So next up we're going to warp to Pizza Chef. Yeah, so from here we can do the camp near Pizza Chef, and then the camp further up the road, and then drive over to Hartman and warp to the Data Scientist, and then do the camp to the east of the Data Scientist. So you drop off that cargo in the DHV you just grabbed, drop it off, and now we're going to do this one next. So this cargo is on the roof. Do you remember that roof we dropped in earlier by the cargo catapult, probably like 5 or 10 videos back? Yeah, so the cargo is on that roof, and I'm going to do like a little jump. And this was very lucky. I did not expect this to land. I have been trying it a few times, but yeah, I did not expect to make this. Would have been even better if I knocked out the enemy with the same jump. But yeah, I managed to quickly grab the cargo and jump off the roof again. Now that's all you need to do, quickly grab that cargo. Now I'm going to continue straight onto the roads and up to the next mule camp. Yeah, so straight at the end here. Oh, and looks like somebody's upgraded this one as well, which is nice. Yes, I'm a lot faster. Look how fast you go on this. We're on the coffin board. So this mule camp is, this mule camp, the cargo in this one, which you need for Mission Impossible, is on the top part of the camp, just sitting on the side of the building. So I'm going to take the path on the left because there's like a little slope going up to the top of the mule camp. You can go right, but then you've got to duck beneath that conveyor belt thing for the machinery. But yeah, if you go left, there's like a little slope going up. So yeah, stick to the left side of the camp if approaching from this direction. You don't have to knock out enemies, it's entirely up to you. But he was just in my way. So yes, carefully come up here. Just slow down, there's no need to be as fast as you can, because then you might make more mistakes. Slow down, then of course you have more control. Yeah, so side of this building, there it is, guys. So that's cargo number 5 for Mission Impossible. So I'm going to go back the way I came, and then go down the road a little bit, and then uphill to Hartman, then warp to the next one. You can use the road to get to the next camp. I did try using the road, and I've also tried warping to Data Scientist. Warping to Data Scientist seems a little bit quicker than just going straight along the roads. Yeah, all the enemies, they just seem to keep standing right directly in my path of the coffin board. Yeah, so Hartman will be next, so I'm just going to bring the DH3 over to Hartman's lab. I'm going to use that to warp to the Data Scientist. Yeah, can you imagine how long this would take if you are not using the DH3 at all? You'd have to go basically all around the map with a truck, because without a truck there's no way you're going to be able to carry all this weight on you. Not even with a bike, because a bike can hold 2 pieces for XL and you can hold 4, so still be 1 piece. I mean, you could probably get away with taking a bike until you get to the final mule camp, where the cargo is inside a truck anyway, and then taking that truck over to F7, swap into another one, and then going from there. Of course, when you get to TFK, you could use a monorail to get to F5, which is a bit closer to Mission Impossible. But yeah, you could use a bike for a bit, but you would eventually have to use a truck. I mean, we even have to use it when we go from F5 to Mission Impossible anyway, to take all the cargo at once. So yes, once on the DH3 at Hartman, I'm going to warp to Data Scientist. So we should have 5 pieces of cargo here now on the DH3. I'm going to drop off this cargo. So there's 3 here already. This is going to add 2 to it. Like I say, that'll be 5. So we'll hop on the coffin boards. Yeah, so now we're going to go over to the mule camp to the... Is it to the east? I think it's east. Yeah, Motherhood is north of Data Scientist, isn't she? So yeah, east. So yeah, just follow the road to the end. The cargo on this one is just in a tent, and it's very, very close to our side of the camp. So you don't really need to go, you know, into the middle of the camp or to the far end. Yeah, it's on this side of the camp, which is nice. So I'm just going to follow the road for a bit, and before we get to the end, I'm going to hop off and come down the slope. So just be careful down here. There's a lot of obstacles you can hit. Yeah, I'm not even 10 minutes in yet. Yeah, so it's on this corner, there it is. So that should be cargo number 6. 1 more to go after this. So yeah, in that tent. Right, grab that one, spin around and get out. Yeah, I always seem to pick up the wrong piece of cargo in this tent. Right, so make our way back now to the DH3, the same one. I think this is the nearest DH3. I mean, the others nearby, you've got the Motherhood, you've also got the Chronobiologist. I think I was almost going to go to Motherhood, but yeah, I think this one's a bit closer. And of course, once you get up to the road, you go quicker. So yeah, 1 more to go. So this one, this last one is in the mule camp near F7 and Phantom Smith. And this last one, the cargo is on the back of an enemy truck. There'll be 4 enemies on the side of it normally. So this way your bow stun gun comes in handy, because you can just shoot the truck and knock out all the enemies attached to it, which will be 4 enemies all at once. And there's normally a 5th enemy at the back as well, I guess, moving the cargo around. So yes, DH3, and next up will be Phantom Smith. You can also warp to F7 if you want to. I just don't like where the truck, the DH3 parks on F7, because it parks at the bottom of that hill. So yeah, Phantom Smith, I'm going to drop my cargo off on the floor. So my 6 cargo is on the DH3 waiting for me. Right, it's coffin board, let's do it. Like I say, make sure you have a bowler stun gun. You're really going to need it for this one. It's going to be really useful. I've no idea why I looked at the music guy then, the music facility. So yes, you fly down this hill to get the final cargo. Like I say, it's in the truck and it's in the bottom part of the camp. There's a tent at the bottom, and that's where they kind of park the trucks. Yeah, try not to do that. Yeah, that's one thing about mountains, is when it's really kind of like foggy, you can't quite tell if you're about to jump off a massive hill or not, and that happens a few times. This is better when it's all clear skies. I can see a bit, you know, you can actually see your surroundings a lot better without scanning. Yeah, so go to the bottom part of the camp. Yeah, then we're going to call DH3 to F7 because that will be our next stop. Then we'll go from F7 to F5. We'll take our truck and drive down to Mission Impossible with the 7 pieces of XL cargo. Yeah, so like I say, it's at the bottom part of the camp normally. There it is, it's in the back of the truck. So be ready with your bow stun gun to shoot the truck once and knock out all the enemies before you get off. Because you'll only knock out all the enemies if they're attached to the side of the truck. Nice, knocked them all out. But there's normally one enemy at the back, like I say. There's normally one enemy at the back. There he is, so make sure you're ready to knock him out. That's it. Right, so I'm just going to grab the cargo. Yeah, I'm just checking the shelves there, I guess. Checking for any rats or anything hidden behind there. So yes, grab that final cargo. Get him back on the coffin boards. And let's do it. So yes, back over to F7 now. So yeah, straight up this hill. That should be F7 directly here. Yeah, loads of projectiles incoming, so don't take too long. Yeah, try not to drive into one, because the projectiles have a little knack where they try to lob them in front of your path, which you're currently heading in, so be careful. Yeah, the AI is trying to be clever there. Yeah, so straight downhill, back onto the DHV. Why am I going down there for? Yeah, for some reason I almost forgot what I was doing there. But yeah, do not go down to terminals, no need. Just get back in that DHV as quick as you can, and we're going to warp over to F5. Yeah, hopefully it gives you a bit more experience on the coffin board anyway, you know, this mission. So F5, so now we need to take our truck, because now we're going to take all 7 cargo down to Mission Impossible. There's no other way to do this. I mean, you could take a floating carrier. There's no other way to take the cargo with you, all 7. You've got a truck or floating carrier. So take your pick, guys. So I'm just going to take out a basic truck, because once I deliver this, it's going to get dumped. I'm not going to spend all this materials to craft that really good truck when it's going to get dumped straight after. Get scrap for parts. Yeah, so all 7 there they are. All 7 pieces of Mission Impossible cargo for sub order 124. Right, let's do it. So I've got a road pretty much all the way, so I'm not too worried about this having a small battery. Yeah, so I'm only like 30 minutes in so far. I was hoping to complete this within 15 minutes. I think I just do it in time. Do I get like 14 minutes 55 or something like that? But yeah, I guess we're going to do the Metronomicist order in the next video. In my text guide, I've put it down as doing it before this one here, but I'm hoping we did that in part 61. Yeah, I think I just didn't remember to move around in the text guide. I think I did want to do it before Mission Impossible, but I don't think the elimination order was available again yet. So I think that's why I decided to do it afterwards. Or we might even do it after getting like F7 and B pass up to max. It might be after that, like I say. Maybe the order was not available, so I just had to move it around a bit. But on my other account, maybe it was. So yes, just going to quickly do this, guys, and that's sub order 124 done. That's Mission Impossible max, so we've got quite a lot of facilities max in this one. Who do we get? So we've got WFK, the music facility, animal shelter, government base, and of course Mission Impossible. Yeah, so not many left to do in Australia. We've just got to go back in the mountains, just finish off a few facilities there. Like I said, the Metronomicist and the Dowser, and it'll be over to Mexico. Mexico we do in like 2 or 3 videos. It's very, very quick to do Mexico is. I guess they made them facilities so easy to max out because it's like the first area in the game. Right, so let's deliver it. Yeah, so I did it within 15 minutes. 14 minutes 27. Yeah, so here you go. Like I say, no matter how many likes, even with Magellan, you still get loads of likes on that one. Look at that. 1,670. And you unlock the PCC3 as well. Yeah, so, you know, structures are already upgraded, which is nice. So that's it. Yeah, Mission Impossible maxed out. Sub-order 124 done. Yeah, no need to worry about him no more, which is, you know, awesome. Just got a few other facilities we need to clean up, and then that'll be it, over to Mexico. So that's part 60 done, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 61 tomorrow. 5 more videos to go.